is going on, my beautiful people? Welcome back to Kiwami Games, and here I have my pure vampire deck for the new XYZ Festival. And this time around I wanted to just try something different out of the ordinary, which was a going second deck with a little bit of control. So the cards that I pretty much tried to build around was Ultimate Slayer, which this card, you can send one fusion, synchro, XYZ, pendulum, or link monster from your extra deck to the graveyard, and in return you can target one of the same monsters in our opponent's field and shuffle it into the deck. So it's a great card to get rid of any XYZ monster that might be a bit troublesome, and also evenly match. This helps also to get rid of some cards if our opponent happens to have more cards on the field than we do. And yeah, and then this time I went with the Vampire Kingdom. I have the Lone Time. I don't use this field spell, but I tried to stay true to just playing pure vamps. And to have good synergy with this field spell, sorry, we have a Vampire Grace, which, as you all may know, her special effects allows us to send cards from our opponent's deck to the graveyard, which then will trigger the Vampire Kingdom to pop a card on the field. Also, same thing with Duke. Duke, when he is special summoned, he can declare one card, monster, spell, or trap, and then your opponent has to send that card from the deck to the graveyard, which will also trigger the Vampire Kingdom. So just try to have like a little control going second deck just for the fun of it, something that I haven't really been doing much. And then all of these XYZ cards, they're all just for Ultimate Slayer. The only ones that I really used was Vampire, Zombie Vampire, and Dhampir. But yeah, other than that, let's go check out some gameplays and just see how the deck performs. Alright, what's up, let's check out our first replay, and we're going up against a diamond player who was using Sprite. So let's see what we end up doing in this match. Also, Sprite Vampire was actually something I was thinking of doing for this event. Let me know what you guys think, if I should try to do like a Sprite Vampire deck, see what I can cook with it. But anyways, let's go. We start with Ghost, we send Scarlet Scourge, we add Grace, and then we discard Retainer. We use Retainer, send Grace to the graveyard, special summon, search for the trap, which is our Omni Negate. And then we're going to set our field spell, and we're going to set our trap, and then we're going to pass turn. And then our opponent opens up with Carrot, special summons Blue. Blue is going to search for his Jet, and then he's going to go into Gigantic Sprite. And Gigantic Sprite is usually the choke point for Sprights. So as soon as he activates, I am going to negate and pop the card. Get that shit out of here. Boom. Alright, and then he's going to set 2 and pass turn. Alright, so back to us. We draw Duke. So we tribute summon Duke. We activate and we're gonna get Scarlet Scourge. We use Scourge effect to get Grace. And then we're going to activate Grace effect to send a monster from the deck to the graveyard, which is gonna trigger Kingdom to pop a card on the field. So we pop his XYZ Encore. Then we summon Retainer. We're going to add another trap. And our opponent scoops. I guess he knows what is going to wait for him once we pass turn. So yeah, easy peasy. Alright, hello everyone. We're back here for game number 2. And this time we are going up against Exosisters. So this time we are going second. So let's see. They go into their Exosister stuff. Now this is actually a deck I'm actually interested in. I don't know too much about it, but it seems fun, and I'm thinking about creating it and see what can I make with this deck. But it seems fun and it's interesting, catches my attention. Let me know if any of you guys play Exosisters and what you guys think about it. But yeah, so they go into their monster. She's going to special summon Martha and just continue into going into their extra deck. I think they go into Michaelis. I don't know, is that like Russian or Michaelis or German? Michaelis. Anyways. So they go into Magnifica. Now they go into like Italian. Magnifica. Alright, let me stop. You guys probably gonna think that's annoying. Anyway, so we activate Ultimate Slayer to get rid of Magnifica. And look at that animation, man. That animation is dope. I really like that animation. Then we go into our starter. Send Graze. Add Sorcerer. Use Retainers. Send Sorcerer to the graveyard. Activate Retainer. You know, get our Omni Negate. Then we Monster Reborn to get Grace. And this is just to do some damage. But of course, we're going to send monster cards. And of course, I want to send monsters to the graveyard because he needs his monsters in order to start his combos. So I thought the more monsters I can get rid of, the more I can cripple him. And then here, man, he activates Raigeki, and you know, I protect myself with the trap card. But what happens next? He has Lightning Storm. And there goes all of my monsters, and from here on it's a battle of who is going to draw the right card. So I have Ghost and I attack and I pass turn, and then our opponent, I guess we both kind of brick at this point. So he just sets one and pass, and then I draw, but I only get an Ash Blossom. So I just also attack and pass turn. And honestly, from this point forward, I start getting nervous, man. I start biting my nails because too many times it has happened to me where I leave my opponent at like 200, 300 life points, and I brick and they end up getting all the cards that they need, and I completely lose the game. So I'm over here just starting to pray and biting my nails, and hopefully that things go out in my favor. So you see, I keep on breaking, just getting cards that don't really need at the moment right now. But we did draw Ghost Ogre, and Ghost Ogre right now is what came in clutch. So we pop the monster with Ghost Ogre, but Ghost Ogre doesn't negate, so he's still able to special summon. But we have Forbidden Droplet. We're going to negate and reduce, and boom! That was lovely. That was lovely. But yep, that's game number 2. Let's check out game number 3. Alright, what's up everyone? Let's get into the next gameplay. This time we are going up against Labyrinth. And they get to go first, which is okay since our deck was meant to be second. So we negate that Ariana, prevent her from adding any cards to her hand. And he's going to set 3 and pass. Alright, so we go into our starting combo. We send the trap. He's going to welcome Labyrinth. Now here, I'm not sure why he didn't special summon his Lady Labyrinth instead of, you know, this card. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But anyways, I guess he only has one. He had one in hand, so he couldn't special summon it. So he activates this Farewell Welcome Labyrinth. Alright, we activate fraulein, but he's going to negate fraulein. And we're going to take 2000 damage. But our field spell is going to boost us, so we still get to destroy the monster. And we set our trap and pass. Alright, I guess he sort of bricked and he just sets and pass. So back to us. we're gonna activate familiar, send ghost. Then with familiar, we're going to search. He's going to activate his compulsory, which doesn't negate, so it's all good. So we add sorcerer, and then he's going to activate and chain and do, you know, labyrinth stuff. All right, he's going to set his trap one more time, so we try again. Special summon fraulein and smack him for 2,000. We set Crackdown and we pass. Alright, he's gonna activate his monster. Now he's gonna try to special summon. But here again, I guess he's only running one Lady Labyrinth, and I think she's already in the graveyard, which is why he didn't go for lovely. So it's a little strange on our opponent, but yeah. Alright, what's up, what's up, what's up? We are back with game number 3. And this game we are going up against, I think it's Dark Magician. Yep, Dark Magician. So Illusion of Chaos to search for his Magician's Rod. And he's going to summon, and I am going to negate Magician's Rod with Ash Blossom, and that kind of cripples his turn 1. Alright, so now it's our turn. And we draw another ghost, so we go into our starter, send familiar, he's going to Maxx C, and I take the challenge. I say whatever, let's go. So I search for Voivode, I send retainer, activate retainer, send graze, then we're going to add our trap, and then fly and see. Now this game happened before Konami did the emergency ban. So this was prior to the emergency ban, which is why if you guys are seeing Fly and See now, I know that Konami issued the emergency ban, but yeah, anyways. So he's going to Ash Blossom our retainer, but it's all good. Then from here we activate our spell so that we can get a second normal summon, which is going to be Voivode, and we're going to steal his monsters, and then we're going to go into Dhampir. And the reason I went into Dhampir is just because I wanted to OTK since I'm under Maxx C. So I get rid of his Magician's Rod, so now I have a clear field to go all out. And yep, that's pretty much it. We set up a OTK through the Maxx C challenge. And we just regenerate all of our life points, but yep. And that is game. See ya. So yeah, Fly and See actually didn't really hurt me a lot. I played against a couple decks that summoned Fly and See, but yeah, I was just able to tribute them. So thank you. Alright, we are back, and this time we are going up against Red Eyes. Which is always great to fight, you know, against a deck that's not all that popular. Since, you know, Vamps are not all that popular as well. So, respect to Phoenix for playing Red Eyes. But yeah, so we start with our usual combo. Ghost, discard, send, add, search. You already know the combo. And then we attack, but his monster is a little beefy, so we can destroy, so we set and pass. Alright, and then tributes and ends up getting his Red Eyes, Darkness, Metal Dragon. He's gonna boost it up and he's gonna go for my Ghost. Alright, now we draw our third Ghost. So we start our starting combo once again, and we add Crimson, we send familiar, we activate familiar so that we can search for Voivode. Oh, sorry, for fraulein. And we activate fraulein, special summon her. Since we special summon a level 5 monster, we can special summon Grace from the graveyard. And then we're gonna boost up Grace with fraulein to get rid of his monster. And then we're gonna activate Grace, send a monster from deck to graveyard, activate mind control, get rid of it, so that we can XYZ into Dhampir. Alright, we're going to Ash Blossom that. Just negate that. Alright, then we pass turn. So we have Call by the Grave and we have our Omni Negate. He's going to activate this and try to search. Alright, so he gets his red eyes. Then he activates this to try to boost up, but we negate it. And then he goes into an XYZ, which obviously I did not even know that the Red Eyes deck had this monster that they can just, with one Red Eyes, you could XYZ into it. So, yeah. He gets rid of my Dhampir, but it's all good, all good. Alright, we draw Voivode, and we summon Voivode. Alright, then we steal his Red Eyes to make the zombie vampire. Ooh, Red Eyes, classic. You gotta respect it, I respect it. Alright, we got zombie vampire, so we're gonna mill the top cards of our decks. I summon retainer, and as always, just to search for that spell. Then I get rid of to get Grimson on the map. And then Grimson, you know, it's gonna be protection from anything. And then we smack them and we regenerate our life points. We got Called by the Grave, we got a negate with Voivode, we got a little protection with Grimson. And we're doing alright. It's gonna try to search for Red Eyes, but Called by the Grave, I'm going to negate that. Yep. Alright, and then I guess here he just gives up. So he just attacks into zombie vampire, and yeah, I boosted just in case. I don't know, you never know what your opponent is trying to do, so just to prevent if he had any tricks up his sleeve. So yeah, but alright everybody, we are back, and this is gonna be our last game. And this one, if I remember correctly, I think is against Galaxy Eyes. Yeah. Alright, so they open up, they do their stuff to search and special summon and all that shenanigans that Galaxy Eyes likes to do. So this deck is all about getting their level 8, if I am correctly, if I remember. So yep, there goes his first level 8. And then he goes his second level 8, so he can summon into his big Galaxy Eyes Photon. And this card. Alright, but we have Ultimate Slayers. But first we do Evenly Match, get rid of that. And then we Ultimate Slayer, clear the board. And check out that animation. That animation is dope. I really like that animation. But, you know, besides that, we didn't have the best of hands either, so I just set and pass. He's gonna Harpies Feather Dust to me, so I'm just going to banish his Galaxy Eyes. Get that out of there. And then he passes turn, so I guess he doesn't have any follow-up as well. Alright, we draw Ghost Ogre, which is always good. And then we go into battle, we summon Fraulein, he's going to Maxx C. But it's all good, he's just going to draw one. we hit him for 1500 and we pass turn. Alright, and then I guess this is his opener. So he goes one more time. And then here's a little weird. He didn't activate the spell. He just sets and pass. Alright, we get Voivode. Then we're going to steal his monsters, but he has forbidden droplet, so we are negated. That's a pretty cool animation too. Alright, so we just smack him for 1400 and we pass. Alright, and he goes for his extender. We ghost ogre that. We don't want him to have too many monsters on the field so that he cannot XYZ. And that's pretty much it. But alright, that does it for me. Thank you guys for checking out this video. If you enjoyed the gameplays, please remember to give it a thumbs up. I'm going to show you the deck list one more time, just in case if you guys want to try it out for yourself. So you know, we have our typical vampire familiar, Maxx C, retainer, ghost ogre, ash blossom, vampire grace, vampire grimson, vampire fraulein, vampire duke, vampire shadow vampire, vampire sorcerer, our starter vampire ghost, and ghost belle haunted mansion, vampire scarlet scourge, vampire voivode, our boss monster, and then some back row removal, some snatch and steal cards, lightning storm, and then the ultimate slayer. This card is really clutch in this event. Really clutch. I like that card, and also the animation, you know. Then our field spell, Crackdown to snatch and steal, our omni negate. Then this is our searcher, and I'm just, you know, impermanence, evenly matched, forbidden droplet, called by the grave, and our vampire's domain. And then again, all these cards, it's like whatever, you can add whatever you want. This is just for the ultimate slayer. The only ones that really help out was the zombie vampire. This dude, I never really made him. I thought it would have been helpful, but yeah. Yeah, just Dhampir and zombie vampire. Also Bram, I didn't really make him a whole lot. I usually don't play him a lot. I don't know how I feel about him, but yeah. But anyways, thank you all. That does it for me. If you enjoyed the content, please give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out.